Yo, it's Rico. Welcome to MMA Prophecy, where we give our tips, analyze the fights, and give our final predictions. And this week, we've got UFC Fight Night. Thiago Santos versus Jamahal Hill. Let's go, big card. Kicking off the prelims, we're in the women's bantamweight division. We've got Mayra Bueno Silva versus Stephanie Egger. Weird matchup. I don't see this being a really explosive, entertaining fight. We'll look at Silva first. She walks her opponent down, but she's quite patient even though she does put the forward pressure. She's got some decent counters. To me, it looks like what she's trying to do. Even though she's walking her opponent down, putting a pressure on, she's trying to get them to throw a jab to defend themselves so she can counter and work her game. She does drop her hands every now and then when she starts trading. And grappling side, she's all right in the clinch, and if it gets to the ground, she will throw a BJJ. Attempts out there, she won't just lay there, but she's not really active. And on the other side, Stephanie Egger, her stand-up game's weird. She's got a really upright stance, but she's got judo, so she's dangerous in the clinch, and then she wants to try and get you to the ground. And yeah, she's looking for a submission. Now, on the ground, Egger's better by far. On the feet, Silva's way better in my eyes. And yeah, because of Egger's very upright stance, I think it's going to play into Silva's game plan perfect. And I don't think she'll have too many issues with the grappling. So I'm rolling with the underdog, man. I'm going Mayra Bueno Silva to get the win. Next up, we're over to the women's strawweight division. We've got Corey McKenna versus Miranda Granger. This one's not as... I don't think it's going to be as boring as the first fight. No disrespect to the ladies. Corey McKenna puts her pressure. She walks her opponents down. But I feel like she needs to figure out her range a bit. Like when she gets in there, yeah, she gets hit a bit. In this, she's got a really big height and reach disadvantage. 10-inch reach advantage for Granger. That's mad. Ooh, I didn't really notice that before. I'm gonna pick McKenna to get a win. Not the biggest fan of Granger. I'm not really impressed. I think McKenna's gonna put the pressure. She'll get her takedowns and yeah, win this by grappling really. Not the most entertaining again, but I'm gonna go with Corey McKenna to get a win. Both these first two fights are risky and I wouldn't really bet on them. Next fight's the first men's fight of the night. We're in the welterweight division. We've got Jason Witt versus Josh Quinlan. I'm interested in this fight because when I first looked at this, most of the fights I see of Quinlan, I couldn't find much grappling tape. And Jason Witt's no slouch on the ground. He's a really strong wrestler. Once he gets you to the ground, I'm a bit like, come on, do a bit more. He just holds you down and looks for ground and pound, but yeah, it doesn't go mad. But I did find some in the end. And you know what? I was impressed with Quinlan's wrestling. He's grappling in general. His takedown defense looks okay. It's not like amazing, but it's okay. And when it does get to the ground, yo, he scrambles. There was a fight, I can't remember the guy's name now. I knew I'd forget. He got slammed. He got German suplex, Josh Quinlan did, and slammed on his head. And he was rocked. Like, started standing up with, like, no defense. And then within about 10 seconds, he got his bearings together. He got taken down. And then from his back, he reversed it. And then, yeah, was on top looking for submissions. And I think he got the submission in that fight, if I remember right. So that's Swaby, man. I was really impressed with that. He's the far superior striker over Witt. And yeah, from that bit of grappling I see, I think Witt's still going to be the stronger, better wrestler, but Quinlan's not going to just give in and accept it. So yo, UFC debut, I'm taking Josh Quinlan to get a win. And I'm quite excited to see this guy. The Hawaiian, I think he's originally from, but fighting out of America now it says. But yeah, I'm interested to see how he does in the UFC. He looks pretty good, man. Next matchup, we're still in the men's welterweight division. We got Bryan Battle versus Takashi Sato. Now, like, looking at this first, before looking at any tape, I was like, yo, I've got Sato here. I like Bryan Battle. I was a fan of him on the Ultimate Fighter. But he's a bit slow and he's almost got like a lazy looking striking game, but it's not. He's got some power behind him and he's faster than what he looks. So yeah, in this one, he's got the reach advantage and he's also got the height advantage. Nothing too crazy. He's orthodox, his opponent's southpaw. Yeah, they're similar styles, a bit karate-ish style, like stance-wise. But Sato, like, this guy, I feel like he could be so much better, but he's got such a low output. He just doesn't put on the pedal and just look for the finish. And the stance he's got, he leaves himself open for a straight, just to go straight through the middle and bop him in on the nose. And it happens every single fight. And when it happens, it puts him on the back foot. He starts panicking, and then he don't want to get hit. So he doesn't engage because he's worrying about what's coming back. So because of all that, I'm not confident, but I'm going to pick Bryan Battles to get the win. Next matchup, in the men's lightweight division, we got Terrence McKinney versus Eric Gonzalez. This is a good fight. The odds are stupid. Terrence McKinney's a -900 favourite. What you doing, odd makers, man? Like, that's just a joke. It's fighting. No fighter should ever be that big of a favourite. Anyway, looking at this, I do see Terrence McKinney winning, even though the odds are mad. I think he's the faster striker. He's got the more snappy power that catches you off guard. And he's more unorthodox. Like, he throws the spinning kicks, knees, elbows. McKinney, he's deceiving because he looks like such a good striker. You won't think he can grapple, but dude can grapple. He's all right there. Gonzalez is cool, but he gets a bit wild when he's striking. It's like he gets a bit pissed off and tries to show that he's good. And he leaves himself open. I see so many openings. I wasn't too impressed in his Miller fight, I'll be real. So yeah, because of that, you don't want to leave openings against McKinney. Gonzalez is dangerous and he can always get a knockout. But I'm going to ride with Terrence McKinney to take advantage of them openings and yeah, get a win. I was going to say TKO or KO, but I feel like if he drops Gonzalez, he'll take his back and choke him. So if you can do a double chance, go for that. If not, Terrence McKinney money line, and I'm liking it. Onto the feature prelim bout in the men's middleweight division, we got Sam Alvey versus Michael Let's try this. Oleksiejczuk. Oh, did you know what? I butchered that. We'll call him Olek. You don't know Michael. Anyway, I feel like Michael's going to get the win. Let's be real here. Sam Alvey's getting on a bit. Veteran head of the yard. His cardio is not the best these days, and he gets hit. But yo, Sam Alvey's got that KO power, man. He's dangerous and he'll knock anyone out if you give him the chance. But I'm going to take Michael to get the win here. Not sweating it too much. Yeah. Like I said, Sam Alvey's always dangerous, but I think Michael knows that. And yeah, I see him getting a win. Alright, my guys, before we get onto the main card quickly, if you could, please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell. You'll get notified as soon as we drop our picks. And jump in the comments, man. Let me know who you got in this fight. Let me know if you agree with my picks, disagree with my picks. I will love it. Love it all. Let's hear it. Drop an emoji in the chat if you're not really up for talking or anything. But yeah, man, I really appreciate it. It helps out so much. And yo, if you betted on last week's card and you watched my picks, big yourself up. We scored 13 out of 14 picks. Gutted without one. But yo, it was a really good week last week. Let's see if we can follow it up with the same. Back to the main card. Kicking off the main card in the women's flyweight division, we've got Ariane Lipski versus Priscilla Cachoeira. I was going to pick Priscilla, you know. But because just the way Ariane's looked her last few fights, the last fight I was really impressed. But the 3-4 before that, in between, it seemed like she didn't want to be in there too much. She got really stressed out when it weren't going her way. And Lipski is a dangerous striker, man. I feel like people sleeping on her a bit. Her record is a bit deceiving with 14 wins, 7 losses. It looks worse than what it should be. But yeah, man. Priscilla's a dog. And she's a savage. Don't get me wrong. I really do feel like she could get an upset win here. So I don't know if I'll bet this because I do like Priscilla in this fight. But I'm going to pick Lipski based off her last performance. She seems like she's got the fire back in her belly. She's mixing up her game well with striking and grappling, and yeah, Priscilla gets hit a lot. You don't want to get hit by Lipski, the queen of violence. So that's going to be the pick. Lipski. If you want to get saucy with it, go by KO ground and pound, but I'm going to just take Ariane Lipski to get a dub. Next fight's in the men's heavyweight division. We got the big boys, Augusto Sakai versus Sergey Spivac. Not going to get into this one too much. I think Spivac's going to win. I just think he's the superior martial artist. Better all round, more power, more speed, stronger in the clinch. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. You get where I'm going. I feel like Sergey's just a way better fighter. Again, this is MMA. Anything can happen. Sakai is dangerous on his day. But yo, Spivac's a beast. I'm going to go with Sergey Spivac to get the win and possibly the KO. Most likely by a KO. Next fight is in the women's flyweight division. We got the first Ultimate Fighter final fight. We got Brogan Walker versus Juliana Juju Miller. Right. I'm a big fan of Juju, you know. I want Juliana Miller to win this fight. So much. But I think Brogan's going to win. Brogan Walker's a really good striker, man. And she's no slouch in the grappling. Miller's better. She's got a way better jiu-jitsu. But yeah, I feel like Walker's just going to piece her up a bit on the feet. They both got good gas tanks. I'd say Miller's gas tank's probably better. Yo, like, Miller could win this, you know. Like, now I'm talking about it. But I don't want to be biased. Like I said, I want Miller to win. But I think Brogan is going to win this. Like I said, she's the better striker. I see her winning a decision. But yeah, yo, I don't know if to bet this one, you know. I might do something, but be careful with this one, guys. I'm going to take Brogan Walker to get a win. But come on, Juju. Up next, we got the second Ultimate Fighter final. Ultimate Fighter final. In the heavyweight division, we got Mohammed Usman and Zach Pauga. Mohammed Usman is the younger brother of Kamaru Usman, if you didn't know this. And he's not a fighter like his brother. Right. Usman surprised me on the Ultimate Fighter. I thought, yeah, you're not as good as what, you know, it's the hype of the name and stuff like that. But he's a dog, you know. The guy's got heart. He was tired at his last fight, and he still found a way to win. He gritted it out, and yeah, he got the job done. So fair play to Usman. Zach Pauga, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. He's 34, like, this is his only run. He's undefeated. He trains with some good people. He trains with Curtis Blades and them, man, but he should win this. I got a feeling Usman's going to win it, though. I just feel like he's going to nick it. Like I said, he finds a way. Even when it's looking like he's done, he's getting tired. He finds a way to win. Zach's definitely the better striker. And he's probably got the boy. He has got the better wrestling. I'm going to pick Zach Pauga to get the win, but I don't know, man. Like I said, Usman, he's no slouch. He's got heart. Kid's got heart. But I'm going to pick Zach Pauga to get a win by decision. On to the prelim fight in the men's welterweight division. We got Vicente Luque versus Geoff Neal. This is a banger. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm going to roll with the Luque side. I'm a big fan of Luque, man. Like, I never used to be, but dude's so good. He's really good, man. He's well-rounded. Like, I used to think he was just ground-based and wants the submissions, but don't think he can strike. Now, Geoff Neal has got power. He's a tough dude. He'll walk you down. Nasty counters, but yeah, he's got the speed and power, but he's more like boxing based, whereas Luque's got it all. And yeah, man, I see Vicente Luque getting a submission win here. I see him striking a bit, and then yeah, get it to the ground, probably get a rear naked choke or something. That's gonna be the pick, Vicente Luque to get the win. All right, you know what time it is. Time for the fight. This card was built around the main event in the men's light heavyweight division. We got Thiago Santos versus Jamahal Hill. Yeah, was it Jamahal Hill or Jamahal Hill? I feel like Jamal, but yeah. This is a sick fight, ain't gonna lie. Thiago Santos is getting on a bit now. 38 years old. Hill, the young dog, in his prime, 31. Got a nasty knockout over Johnny Walker. Santos is dangerous, and he's always like a beast with fucking Thor's hammer tattooed on his chest. Is like just mad. But you know, ever since that knee injury, I think it's a reoccurring one, and like it's just not looked the same. I think in that John Jones fight, John Jones battered that knee, man. Just yeah, he dusted Santos, and I know Hill's gonna have note of that. He's gonna work it to kick that leg, yeah, mix up the game, and yeah, once Santos starts getting a bit conscious of that knee, his head's gonna be open. I don't know if there'll be a finish unless it's through leg kicks, so I'm gonna take Jamahal Hill to win by decision. But yo, you can get that TKO finish through them leg kicks, like I said. Santos' knee is not sturdy. Big fight, looking forward to it. Let's go, Jamahal Hill to get a win. Alright, if you've made it to the end of the video, you are the G's of the channel. You are the chosen ones. You are the reason this channel is running. Big yourself up, man. I really appreciate it. If you could like the video, it means the world to me. And if you could top it off by subscribing, hit on the notification bell, you get notified as soon as we drop pics. And yeah, Leaving a comment really does help out the channel. It helps us grow with the new YouTube algorithm. We've got to get the channel's name out there. I just want people to win some free money. Well, not free money, but, you know, hopefully win some money off the picks I do and all the research I do. It's all for you guys, man. So big yourselves up. Let's enjoy these fights. Let's hopefully make some money. Rico out.